This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah.
Log on and join our live conversation.
Know that you can't control yourself? That is embarrassing. Okay.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Hump Day.
Hey.
Wednesday, February 20th. We are live and we're talking about what you're talking about. I'm here with Stephanie and Brandon. I'm Erica. Jeff Schroeder is feeling under the weather today. Jeff, we wish you well, buddy.
Get better.
You know you got a house full of kids and a wife, y'all all sick, and that is not okay. All right, first we're going to start with some breaking news, and this is pretty serious in the case of Jussie Smollett. Raquel Villanueva has news at this moment.
That's right, Erica. Tonight, Empire actor Jussie Smollett is now officially being called a suspect in a criminal investigation for filing a false police report. Right now, Chicago police detectives are presenting the evidence to a Cook County grand jury. The two brothers who claim Jussie paid them to stage the attack are expected to testify. And we have new video tonight from CBS Chicago. It shows Ola and Abel Osundario purchasing what appears to be items in the alleged attack on January 29th. You can see ski masks and a red hat on the counter. The brothers claim they were paid $3,500 to carry out the assault. Police say filing a false police report is a Class 4 felony, which carries up to 3 years in prison and a $25,000 fine.
Unbelievable. Thank you, Raquel.
I'm not doing any time for some $3,500. They're going to roll. They have to roll on him, and they've already have. So
see, I thought it was pretty suspect that you have two people who were considered persons of interest. Clearly, they had something to do with it, but they were released. That meant, to me, it sounded like they were going after a bigger fish.
Yeah, for sure. And they're going to get him. They're going to get him. Allegedly, they're going to get him.
So many questions.
Because just think, when they officially charge him, we got to talk about it then.
Right.
When he goes to court, we got to talk about then. This is going to be in our lives for a long time.
The whole thing has massively backfired on him. I don't know what he was trying to gain or do, but wow.
Yeah. Well, let's wait on more information to come out, but we'll definitely be talking about it. Well, something else we're talking about, we're getting our first look at the new HBO documentary about singer Michael Jackson. The film made waves at the Sundance Film Festival. It follows two men, Wade Robson and James Safechuck, who accused Michael Jackson of doing unspeakable things to them while they were little boys. They say he befriended them and sexually abused them for years. Take a look.
Told me if they ever found out what we were doing, he and I would go to jail for the rest of our lives.
Secrets will eat you up. You feel so alone.
I want to be able to speak the truth as loud as I had to speak the lie for so long.
And Michael's estate says the accusations are false in a statement that reads in part, "This isn't a documentary. It is the kind of tabloid character assassination Michael Jackson endured in life and now in death." You'll remember Michael was found not guilty on child molestation charges in 2003. The 4-hour documentary will hit HBO on March 3rd. And a review from Variety says the film suggests there are other victims.
I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I think this guy is way bigger than R. Kelly, and people didn't want to boycott R. Kelly's music. So I wonder if after watching this, are people going to still sing that song or play it in the bars? The Mama Say, Mama Say, Mama, because are we going to mute Michael Jackson? I think it's going to be hard. But at the same time, you're seeing all this come to the light. Like what they say, what happens in the dark will always come to the light. And you're seeing these predators, these monsters. I mean, LaToya Jackson warned us about this decades ago, you know, from when she was estranged from her family. She said that he was a pedophile. So, I mean, it's just hard, you know. It's hard to realize someone you grew up idolizing was that much of a monster, allegedly, so far.
And Steph, we're talking about an international superstar, so clearly you're very familiar with Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, even in England, I think people are going to be so shocked. And I think, sadly, the main thing that people on my side of the pond, I think they're all going to be hoping it's not true, because no one wants this to be true. And it's like so horrible. It's shocking. This is one of the biggest icons of our time, a musical legend. He's inspired the lives of so many people, and to find out this horrible, dark secret, which has been a vicious rumor for so long, that now might be true.
Well,
like,
yeah, I think, you know, you hit it on the head. It's been a vicious rumor for so long. Now we haven't seen the documentary. And honestly, I'm going to reserve judgment only because when I watched the R. Kelly documentary, when I spoke to people who hadn't watched it, we weren't even speaking the same language.
Yeah. Okay.
So I really do feel like this is something that we need to at least experience and watch it, although I'm not looking forward to doing that, to really formulate an opinion that we can talk about, and I'm sure we'll approach that when we get there.
Yeah.
We're going to switch gears to something a little lighter, thank God.
Yay!
Meghan Markle had a luxurious baby shower today with a star-studded guest list, including Amal Clooney. Take a look at her arriving at the Mark Hotel in NYC. But she's not the only big name there. Stylist Jessica Mulroney was also there, along with CBS anchor Gayle King. The shower is in the $75,000 a night, 10,000 square foot penthouse. It has a private rooftop and 5 bedrooms. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are expecting in late April, and we're hearing there may be another baby shower in London too.
So apparently this is the main reason why Meghan came to New York City. I'm so excited by this. Serena Williams was in attendance. I mean,
yeah.
What a legend. How cool is that to be able to call, Serena, babe, I'm having a baby shower. Come on down. Bring the balloons and the nappy, the diapers, sorry.
Well, you know, first and foremost, Meghan, I want to apologize. I had to work tonight, so I couldn't be there tonight, but I did get the invitation. But I got to work tonight, Access. Wasn't going to let you guys down. But I think this is going to be great for her because she really needs this. Like, just think of what all the tabloids have been saying, how people have been coming out. Her family has been coming out against her. Now she's amongst her friends. She can have a great night. It's good for her. And then when they have the baby shower back in London, then that's more for him and his friends. What is it?
Well, no. Generally, if you're going to have a shower in the partner's hometown,
yeah,
it's generally that family throwing it for you. So it would still be her baby shower. But I do think that it's really great because obviously we've all known who her friends were for a really long time. They have been the only ones who have spoken up for her, although it was anonymous. I always thought it was at least Mulroney and Serena. Yeah. Those are pretty big guns.
Well, even now, George Clooney's coming out just saying he feels as though Meghan's being treated terribly and that they're hounding her like they did Princess Diana. So I think it's really nice that she's got a good group of friends coming around her, supporting her. A very important part of her trimester. Like, this is, you know, leave her alone.
Absolutely. The creme de la creme. Well, DBL is live, and we'll bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. And coming up, throw the best Oscars party on the block. We'll show you movie-themed recipes you can make at home. And it might seem like NBA star Steph Curry knows everything on the court. You'll never expect who's showing him how it's done. Next.
February, Daily Blast Live and Sandals Resorts want you to fall in love all over again. We're giving away a trip for you and your special someone to one of Sandals' luxury-included vacation hotspots. All you need to do is watch DBL for the word of the day and go to dailyblastlive.com/sandals to enter. The more words, the more chances to win. The winner will be announced live on DBL February 27. How could you not love that?
Welcome back to DBL. It's What Up Wednesday, and we've got all the juicy gossip that you guys at home are talking about. So let's head on over to our What Up World map. And first, we're going to Oakland, California. So yesterday, former President Barack Obama roasted two-time MVP Steph Curry at a town hall meeting. And naturally, things went rogue when he credited himself as the man behind Curry's signature winning moves. And we have receipts to prove it. Take a look at this.
Release. Make sure it's on your fingertips.
Maybe I should shoot lefty.
You can try that.
So here's what's up. Curry actually admitted that the 44th president perfected his chicken wing jumper, and with everyone running for office now, could this mean that Obama could be suiting up to become a coach in the NBA? But how distracting would it be to have Barry sitting courtside at all your games? Would you care? Let me know. And our next stop, New York City, where Miranda Lambert's new hunky police officer husband lives. So the two got married on the DL on Valentine's Day after only knowing each other for 3 months. But there are some scandalous details about her new hubby, Brendan McLaughlin. It turns out he has a 3-month-old baby with another woman, and he reportedly left her for Miranda. And tell me about it. And that's not all. He was once engaged before, and that's when he got the other woman pregnant, reportedly. Oh, the drama. So, here's what's up. We wish Miranda all the best, but we can't help think that she needs to take a page out of Khloe Kardashian's book. I mean, once a cheater, always a cheater? I don't think it's looking good for you, Miranda, babe. And last stop is Los Angeles, where Drake and Adele are spending some quality time together. But it's not like that. They're just friends. Apparently, the two rented out Jerry's famous deli for dinner and then went bowling. Here's a look at how much fun they probably had. And what would be bowling without a little bit of vaping? Drake reportedly bought mango and peach flavored vape cartridges. So you never know, maybe that's Adele's favorite. So, here's what's up. Adele and Champagne Papi became fast friends backstage at one of his concerts. So, could these BFFs do a music collab in the future? I hope so. That would be the best thing ever. That's been another edition of this week's What Up Wednesday, coming up on DBL. Fabulous and easy recipes that you can make at your Oscars party, and they're all movie themed. Check out my bad cooking skills, coming up next.
Welcome back to Double Jump, where we talk the latest in gaming, tech, and pop culture news. I'm Leo, and I'm here with Steph today to review
Oh, okay. So before we were interrupted by technical difficulty, I was talking to Beverly London and say
I think that means
that Brandon sets up things. Like he sets things up so that I can tee it, get it out of the park.
It's good TV, Erica. It's just good TV, and I think it makes you feel good inside.
No,
so
it does not make me feel good inside.
I'm here. I'm okay.
It's one of those things where it's so easy. It's like
These
too
guys have
easy
a very
to just go
love
past
relationship.
it.
It's easy
But then
because
it's
I'm
like
teeing you
also,
up.
yeah, no. I can't just ignore it. It's too easy to ignore. But it's also too easy to like feel good about because you're like, I should have had to work for that one, but I didn't.
I just, I look at it as something where, I do things throughout the show where I'm a little braggadocio and
He just deserves it.
and I joke around because I have that type of energy. And if people don't know me, they're always like, "Oh, you're so cocky, you're so." But no, my best friends are the people who can joke on me. My family, they joke on me all the time. You should read the family chat when they watch the show.
But, no, here's an I'm glad you said that. Here's an interesting thing about
I heard about arrogance. What I had heard was, I was listening because I watch inspirational Jeez Louise videos. It's been a long day, y'all. So Dr. Miles Monroe says that people who are thought to be arrogant are actually the most themselves. And if you've never fully been yourself unapologetically, you perceive it as arrogance. I think I just accidentally paid Brandon a compliment.
That's a big compliment.
Put it on social media.
Isaac Banks even just put, wow, Erica.
Welcome back to DBL. We're just days away from the Oscars. Stephanie Jones is excited about that. And stars like Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, and Rami Malek are all nominated. But even if they don't take home an Oscar, they'll get a nominee gift bag. That's a nice consolation prize, right? And it's got some crazy stuff inside, like a choice of travel to places like the Amazon, the Galapagos, Iceland, and Costa Rica on a luxury small ship adventure. There are beauty products including $30,000 towards chemical peels, laser skin resurfacing, fillers, and Botox. Nominees will also get their hands on some cannabis-infused edibles, which are legal in California. And strange as it may seem, this toilet plunger, shaped like a popular emoji, you know which one, is also included. Companies pay big bucks to get their products in on the gift bags, a minimum of $4 grand. So is this too much? Stephanie Jones, our resident red carpet insider.
This is not too much.
Okay.
This is the best marketing as a brand you can have if you're into, obviously, a very Instagram generation where they look at people like Kylie Jenner and aspire to have that filler Botox look. Because that is the biggest form of marketing we have in the world right now. It's the biggest way a brand can get revenue back, and it's a very, very easy way of targeting so many celebrities and their markets all at once.
So wait a minute. Let me just ask, because since you brought up Kylie Jenner, she's worth $900 million. Couldn't she just go and pay for her fillers and
She
Botox?
won't pay for anything.
But what incentive does she have to take a swag bag like that?
I mean, she might probably give it to a friend or a friend of a friend or whatever. Not all of them will use it, but the chance even that one or two of them will is worth millions in advertising.
If someone buys that plunger, I mean, if someone gets that plunger and takes a picture on it on social media, I'm going to go buy that.
I don't think anyone's going to. I think if anything, they were smart, because as if a celebrity is probably going to use that, but guess what? We're talking about it and find it hilarious. So it worked for them.
Interesting.
Well, we're going to be watching the Oscars.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And while we won't be going to the Oscars, we can still have a watch party. I caught up with Chef Hosea Rosenberg, owner of Black Belly Market and winner of Top Chef Season 5. Check out some award-worthy recipes that you guys can make at home.
Right, so what movies have you looked at that's going to inspire us for our cooking today?
So the first movie that was nominated is The Green Book. One of the main characters is from an Italian family, and he's always eating throughout the entire movie. And there's a great scene, one of my favorite scenes, is where he's eating an entire pizza pie by himself. So we're going to do some flatbread, but we're going to make it a little more upscale. We're going to do it Oscar style. This is yeast.
Okay.
There's a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, 1 3/4 cup of flour. We're going to add a little warm water. So we've got a little flour on the table, and what you're going to do is sort of just stretch it out, and so this is going to be our flatbread. What we're going to do for your flatbread is a little fresh mozzarella. So next we have some freshly shaved house-made prosciutto. Throw a few pieces around. I like to season the dough just a little bit of salt and pepper, and instead of black pepper, we're going to put some crushed red chilies on here.
A bit of spice.
Get a little kick, you know? So we're just going to lay it on there, and we're going to let that cook for just a few minutes. That's what we're looking for. And then we're going to top this with a little arugula. And then a little more olive oil, because why not? Let's try it. Well, what it should have done is not cut it and made you fold the entire thing in half and eat it.
I can fold these.
But we can just fold this bit here. It's delicious.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you've mastered the art of savoury.
And so have you.
Now it's time for a bit of sweetie goodness, what have you got?
So the sweet tooth inspiration is from The Favourite, which is a movie that takes place in 18th century England. So we're gonna do a chocolate souffle cake.
Ooh, okay.
It's literally the easiest thing to do. And you can use a mixer or you can just do it by hand.
Okay.
So the two ingredients that we start with are very high quality. Here, try that. This is 75% bittersweet chocolate. So we're gonna just put this chocolate and butter over the double boiler. So we have our egg yolks and our whole eggs in there.
Yeah.
And then we have 1 cup of sugar.
Okay.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in our standing mixer and we're gonna do this at high speed. This takes a few minutes. So we have this butter and chocolate. It's not totally melted, but if we start stirring it, it's all gonna get to where we want it. And now this is ready. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fold this into there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's about there. Great thing to do for, say, an Oscar party is make this. You can put it in your refrigerator all day long. You can make it the day before. Okay. So we're gonna take a nice big scoop of this. We're gonna put this in the oven and we're gonna wait. One of the ways I like to garnish this is just serve a little powdered sugar right on top. So if you wanna go a little crazier, you can put some vanilla ice cream on there.
Thanks. Oh, wow, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure having you in the kitchen, and I hope your Oscar party is amazing.
Yeah, if not, I'm just going to send everyone here.
All right.
All I'm saying is I better be invited to your Oscar party.
Like I was invited to your Super Bowl party?
We'll be right back.
Mario Maker 2 is on the way. Jump Force is disappointing critics. A new show is proclaimed the best Netflix show ever. And what's the deal with Chuck E. Cheese's pizza? That's all next in the Jump Off. I'm Abby and welcome to the Jump Off. I'm here to bring you all the latest in gaming, tech, and nerd culture news. So let's get started right now with some big Nintendo news. This week, a quietly announced Nintendo Direct debuted with an entire focus on the Switch. We just found out Super Mario Maker 2 will be released in June, and the biggest and most surprising announcement has to be the remaster of the classic Game Boy game Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. While these Nintendo Directs can be a mixed bag or even a waste of time, this one was full of surprises. Good work, Nintendo. Keep the hits a-comin'. But I do have some bad news for anime fanboys. Reviews are out for Jump Force and they're not good. GameSpot gives the game a 7 out of 10 and says the story is generic and bland. But they do say the character customization is robust and fun to do, so at least there's that. And IGN gives it a 6.3 rating and says Jump Force is all flash and little substance. Yikes. Will you still check out this homage to Shonen Jump? Let us know in the comments. And here's something you need to check out, Netflix's Russian Doll. The show follows a woman named Nadia who dies and keeps having to relive the same storyline. While it sounds similar to Happy Death Day, it's getting rave reviews. IGN says it's one of the best shows of the year. And Vox gave it a 5-star rating, so I'm sold. Right now there's a Chuck E. Cheese's conspiracy about their pizza. It all started with a YouTube video from Shane Dawson that's an hour-and-a-half long. It has tens of millions of views already. He even shared a photo of a pizza he says is from Chuck E. Cheese's. You can see the slices are totally different sizes and don't even match up. Now the company is responding, saying in a statement to E! News, quote, "The claims made in this video about Chuck E. Cheese's and our pizza are unequivocally false. No conspiracies here. Our pizzas are made to order and we prepare our dough fresh in restaurant, which means they're not always perfectly uniform in shape, but always delicious." Really? Well, that's it for the Jump Off. As always, I'm Abby and I'm here every week with the latest in gaming, tech, and nerd culture news. We'll see you next time.
Welcome back to DBL. We just got breaking news on actor Jussie Smollett. Raquel Villanueva has news at this moment.
That's right, Erica. Empire actor Jussie Smollett has been indicted for a felony. This after police detectives presented the evidence to a Cook County grand jury, and Ola and Abel Osundario testified that they were paid to stage the attack. Police say filing a false police report is a Class 4 felony, which carries up to a 3-year prison sentence and a $25,000 fine.
Thank you, Raquel. I think I'm like completely I don't even know what to say.
I had a joke, but I don't even want to say the joke.
Yeah, honestly, it's not even a joking matter, and DBL Nation has so much to say. Cheryl on Facebook says, Jussie, I hope it was worth your career and your freedom. Not only did you disappoint your family and your fans, but you might have cost a lot of good people, your fellow cast members, their jobs. Kathy on Facebook, I knew Jussie was lying. Heather, why would Jussie do this? Christian, the story is so strange. Angie, he should be criminally charged for sure. Now, he has been criminally charged. This is really the nature of our show, that we're live all the time. We're able to give you news as it's happening. So of course we're following the story. You can follow along with us on social media, on Facebook, YouTube Live, and of course we'll be talking about this tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have way more information then, and I just feel for his family. This is such a shock to everyone. It's awful.
And I feel bad for anyone who may have went out and had tried to do some sort of retaliation, you know.
See you tomorrow.
We'll be back same time, same place. You guys have a great night.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
What do you have to hide?
Log on and join our live conversation.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I do agree with you.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. It's Wednesday, February 20th. We are live, and we are talking about what you're talking about right now. I'm here with Erica, Brandon, Al, and I'm Sam. Jeff Schroeder is on assignment. Let's get started. Major breakups in Hollywood right now. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson are calling it quits. Could her sister's best friend be to blame? Plus, Lady Gaga is breaking off her engagement just days before the Oscars. All of that in moments, but first, we begin with an update to a story we've been following since it first broke. The 16-year-old student at the center of a Lincoln Memorial protest, Nick Sandmann, is suing the Washington Post for $250 million. A video of the incident went viral, which set off accusations of bigotry against Nick. But days later, another video provided further context that did change that narrative. And now in the lawsuit, lawyers for Nick claim the newspaper, quote, wrongfully targeted and bullied the teen because he's a white Catholic who wore a Make America Great Again hat. In response, a spokesperson for the Washington Post said, we are reviewing a copy of the lawsuit and we plan to mount a vigorous defense. Meantime, the president is cheering on the student, tweeting, go get them, Nick. Fake news. The president also tweeted this prediction that because, quote, the media is so dishonest in 6 years, it will all go bust. Well, I really hope that's not the case, nor do I think that's appropriate for the president to be saying that. But let's go back to Nick Sandmann here. Do you think that he was unfairly portrayed, and do you think that he has a leg to stand on with this lawsuit?
You can sue somebody for anything, and I think he will end up seeing some kind of financial reward. I think more than anything, we bully our media into doing this. We ask people, we want a response immediately so we can create our narrative. And everybody looked at this video.